Good afternoon and welcome to Elk Hall, Coxfield. We're getting the starting lineup here for the Quinter Bulldogs. Starting at quarterback will be Brady Reed. At one receiver will be Matt Bird. At fullback will be Logan Reed. At tailback will be Jordan Hargett. At one end will be Skylar Whitman. At the other end, let's see. At the other end, Matt Bird already got that. Our linemen will be Thatcher Deaton, Zach Nemechek, and Cody Corwin. Good afternoon, I'm Chris Lee. Welcome to another beautiful football day at Elk Hall or Coxfield here at Quinter High School. Last year about this time, the Quinter football team traveled south to Macksville. The Bulldogs led at the end of the first half and appeared to be on track to move on to a meeting with Clifton-Clyde in 8-man Division I state playoffs. The Mustangs had different ideas, however, and unveiled a punishing ground game in the second half that resulted in a 46-22 win. Will be deja vu today. Clifton-Clyde will play Greensburg for the right to face the winner of today's game, and Macksville can move the ball on the ground again. Its leading rusher this year is Mark Renfro, a 5'10", 158-pound senior that has racked up 954 yards and 24 touchdowns on the season. If it comes down to grinding ground game, however, that should favor Quinter. Let's welcome in Jared Plifka to talk a little bit about the Bulldogs.
Hello, I'm Jared Plifka here, up here with Chris Lee. It's looking like the Bulldogs. Offensively, they got Jordan Hargett, leading rusher, Logan Reed, second leading rusher, and Brady Reed in the backfield there. They're kind of the dynamic three. They're pretty athletic in the backfield. We got a big line up front to support them with Zach Nemechek, Cody Corwin, and Thatcher Deaton up front. We got some big boys up there to lead the way for the Bulldog rushers today. Also, in the game, the Bulldogs definitely have a passing game that you can watch out for too. They don't unleash it all the time, but they mostly like to play a little smash mouth football. But they definitely have that in the package if they need.
And obviously, when you're watching the Bulldogs, a lot of times the formation might telegraph a little bit of what they're going to do. The Bulldogs like to run up in that double tight set and smash it out a lot, but they can throw out of that formation as well, and also they may spread and run out of that. So
that's right. They can spread the field out there, and they'll bring the receivers back in on some crackback blocks. Defensively for the Bulldogs, however, you can watch for Joe Simon, number 10, flying up from his monster back position. He just I've been impressed with what he's been doing back there this year. He's just flying around the field. The D-line, our D-line's big. We're kind of have a little injury on the D-line. We'll watch and see if it's Scott Oaks or Scott Oaks or Brian Oaks that gets the call for DN today. Scott Oaks kind of had a little foot injury, so we'll see if Brian takes the position or if Scott will man it up. So
okay, they've reset the clock here. Looks like we're about ready to go. Quinter will defend the north goal. They'll be receiving the kickoff. Kicking off for the Mustangs will be Dakota Allison. Dakota has kicked off 51 times, over 2,300 yards. The kick is away. It's to Matt Bird. Matt takes it close to the right sideline, runs back up the middle, finds a little seam, shoots up the sidelines, and it's tackled about the 32-yard line.
Looks like there's a flag down on the field. Bulldogs do a good job there with the. They always set up the wall along the sideline, and that'll usually spring our deep back for quite a few yards. We've seen them score out of that a couple times.
Yes, they have. Marking off the penalty against the Bulldogs here, so I didn't catch the signal, though.
I didn't either. Looks like it was a holding call on the
Move
Bulldogs.
the ball back to about the Bulldog 13-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10.
See if they can get a long drive fired up here. It's always nice to see a team come out and just start pounding the rock and be able to drive it down the field.
Bulldogs come out in their double tight I formation. Bird barking out snap, or not Bird, it'd be a Reed barking out snap. So die play to Logan Reed. Logan's hit right away by the right end.
About 2 yards on that one. The Bulldogs don't mind doing that at all. They'll take 2-3 yards every play if they could and just pound the rock all night long. And that just wears the defense out so much.
Quick weed by the linebacker. It was number 25, Dakota Allison, I believe. He's one of their 2 leading tacklers. Spread formation for the Bulldogs, twins right. That was Wildcat Reed. Hands the ball off to Jordan Hargett going behind the left side. Nice gain up to about the 22-yard line. That'll bring up third and about a long 1.5, short 2. Single back formation. Hargett's single back. Logan Reed.
Toss. Oh, just looked like he slipped up there. I'll bring up 4th down.
That's number 9, Kyle Bunker, the left defensive end that helped keep it contained there, forcing Jordan to cut back and didn't quite have the footing to get her done.
Have Brady Reed punting back there. Plays a little double role as quarterback and punter. He's been doing a pretty decent job back there.
Punts in close to the sideline. That's number 37 back to return for Mark Renfro, who's also their leading rusher. We look for a lot of the offense to go through Renfro. So
they marked it out about the 30 or the 28.5-yard line there.
Be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. 10:18 left here in the first period, early in the ball game.
Looks like Brian Oaks is going to get the start over there. He's been playing. He played well as of late. He's been bringing the house.
I think Brian was briefly a YouTube sensation after that last hit the other night. I formation, fakes the fullback, quarterback drops back to pass. Aves is looking, rolling right. Still now he's going to go. Gets upfield for a nice gain there. Couple Bulldogs in on the play, including Skylar Whitman, Brian Oaks, Zach Nemechek.
The Mustangs haven't they didn't lose their quarterback last year nor their receivers, so I would look for them to pass quite a bit today, as they did there. One thing we have on our side for when they pass, we got a heck of a D line that's flying upfield and putting a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, put a lot of sacks for the Bulldogs this year, a lot of pressures. I formation again. ISO to the right. That's Renfro running the ball. He meets a wall of red over there.
Blown up in the backfield. Looks like Thatcher Deaton first to make contact, and Cody Corwin and Joe Simon come flying up there.
That looks like no gain there for the Mustangs. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 right at the midfield stripe, the 40-yard line, an 8-man football. They're staying in a tight formation. Last time they play action out of this and rolled right. Let's see what they do here with Aves at quarterback. Pitch left to Renfro. Renfro nowhere to go out there. Hargett coming from the inside, and Bird who came up and forced from the outside. Yep. There was nowhere to go there.
Yeah, what they try to do is the linebacker or the D end, whichever one it is, if they can't get the tackle, they try to push it out as much as they can, and the cornerback stands there and tries to keep it inside.
Yeah,
so
Matt did a nice job standing up there. They had nowhere to go. We got 3rd and 11 here. Nothing unusual in formation here. Aves back to pass, drops straight back, 4 men rushing, rolls right looking. He's going to keep it again like he did last time. He's close to the 1st down marker, taken down by Cody Corwin over there. It's going to be close to the marker, though. Wait for a signal. Stan Smith over there holding up the marker. We have a timeout. Looks like we're going to measure. Bringing the chains out. Aves is doing a nice job scrambling, keeping the ball alive for the Mustangs.
Inches short.
Coming into the game, Aves only had 193 yards rushing. It doesn't look like he's been a major threat in the past to run the ball, but he's shown an ability to get outside the pass rush and make things happen.
I think the ability's definitely there. It's just they've been looking to pass, and he's just seeing that opportunity. I mean, if you can get those 8, 9, 10 yards there, you got to take that as a quarterback.
Yep. Aves is a 6'4", 196-pound senior, so showing the leadership for the Mustangs. We're looking at 4th and short here. Looks like the Bulldogs are in a 4-man front here. Sam Layton's in there manning one of the A-gaps now. Looks like they roll the linebacker up tight too, so it's almost a 5 front. Quarterback sneak. Abe was hit right away by Nemechek.
I'm not quite sure if he got it. There's a flag there, though.
Nemechek got great penetration, and Hargett came up real hard too. He had walked up, and he looked like he tried to shoot a B gap, perhaps. Penalty is on the Mustangs, but what when they do here, the Bulldogs may want to see if he made it or not before they worry about taking any yards. I didn't see the spot. He might have made that, so they may have to take the 5.
I can't quite see. It looks like he might have just made that. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to take the penalty here.
They're going to mark it off. So obviously he had the.
That was the second effort that got him over the first down marker, though. Looked like Bulldogs had great penetration and got him stopped right away, but.
Official signal.
Now I think we'll have to punt it away. I don't think they have any other choice here.
4th and 15, they'll punt.
Our punt rush is definitely down without Scott Oakes. There he has his long arms, and he's got a couple punt blocks on the season.
That's Renfro punting the ball.
Rolls out of bounds. They're going to call it the 6, 17, 18, 19-yard line. 18.
Interesting start here. Neither team able to establish a whole lot. I'm sure as the game picks up pace that one or both teams are going to be putting some points on the board. Both these teams are capable of putting up nice offensive numbers.
Definitely.
Twins left looks like Skyler Whitman and Matt Bird out left. Wildcat look. He hands off up to middle. Jordan Hargett. Chug it away. Riding through a couple of tackles there. Loomis got a piece of him. Green got a piece of him for the Mustangs, but not before Hargett gets 4 or 5 yards there. Jordan generally does a nice job of continuing to move the ball after first contact. Mustangs are in a 3-2 here, straight traditional 3-2 look. Option left. Brady keeps the ball.
I mean, close to the first down marker. I'm not quite sure if he quite got it there.
That's 13 Seth Filbert, 20. I don't have that number. That must have been Allison, 25 out there.
And they got the first down. Quinter continues the march.
1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 29-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a pass coming up here. They're certainly drawing the linebackers and everything up.
ISO on the left side, behind Logan Reed's block. That's Jordan Hargett, gain of about 5 there. On that ISO play, usually the fullback goes to block. They double down on the nose and go to the backside linebacker, and the fullback will block the play side linebacker. That's bread and butter football there, folks. Second and 5 here. Hargett again behind the left side. Nice penetration there by the Mustangs. That's number 5 first. That's Evan Loomis. Evan Loomis is their leading tackler on the season. Loomis has 77 tackles on the year, also has 4 interceptions, 6 fumble recoveries. So when there's a play made on defense, he's the first one we'll look for. Brings up 3rd and 4 here. Maybe 3. Fullback, no, pulled it out. That wasn't dive, it was pitch.
Read that like a book and got the stop in the backfield.
That's Oak, Adam Oak, a 5'11" sophomore up on the play there that's coming up from the corner to make the stop. Put the Bulldogs in, they're looking, Renfro's dropping back, and here's Brady Reed's dropping back to punt, so Bulldogs are showing punt, which on your side of the 40 is probably the right call. Brady takes the snap, gets it off.
High booming kick.
Fair catch signal.
Looked like.
Fair catch signal there by Renfro at the 15-yard line. That's a nice kick because that's a dangerous weapon. Take over with 5:22 left in the first quarter here. No score. Got a beautiful day. Got a little breeze out of the east coming across, but I don't think it's going to have a major impact on the game. I formation here. 4-man front by the Bulldogs. Hand off to Renfro off left tackle. He's first hit by Zach Nemechek, and he's got a lot of help over there, too.
Bulldogs just swarming right now.
Brian Oakes, Skylar Whitman all in there as well, but Zach got his mitts on him first. Looks like a short game, maybe 2 yards to bring up 2nd and 8.
Zach Nemechek, he's quick, and he's just a mule in there. He's been getting double, maybe even triple teamed a lot this year. Last year he just had a great season, and so they've definitely been keying in on him a little bit here.
Bulldogs go back to a base 3-2 now. 2nd and 8. Pass. Abe's back. Drops straight back. Looks right. Cuts back in, and he is
they got
sacked.
Like Zach Nemechek, Brian Oakes.
Brian Oakes with the sack there. It's like a loss of about 3.
And that has been the best thing for the Bulldogs pass defense. That has been the Bulldogs pass defense this year pretty well. Is the defensive line putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback?
You can see Aves is holding the ball a lot too. That the coverage in the secondary must be awfully good. He must not be getting what he's looking for.
Yeah, you got Matt Bird and Skylar Whitman out there. They're both really quick and fast guys. They're not too many people that can beat them.
Spread formation here. Twins at the top. Motion man across. Renfro motions across to the left. Bulldogs jumping around here. I'm afraid we're going to get the 5-yarder there.
I believe so. On 3rd down there, that'll bring up 3rd down again.
Probably still a passing down there. It looks like about 3rd and 6 right there right now. Shotgun formation for the Mustangs. Twins right. Renfro motions across the formation again. Fakes the draw. Abe steps back, throws.
That's tight coverage out there.
Have a catch, though. That's number 37, Renfro, with the catch.
He did bring it in. My view was blocked there just a little bit. I didn't know if he quite brought it in even.
I'm not sure if that's, well, they're talking it over now. Or either they're talking about whether they're going to spot or not. Maybe that's it. Yeah, they're going to bring out the sticks to measure. Renfro motioned across the formation there, probably ran a little out pattern. A lot of times when someone motions across like that, probably had a linebacker covering him. So.
Oh, they're just a bit short there. Be an interesting decision here, whether they'll go for it or choose to punt it here. They're on their own side they're on their own side of the 40, even though it's only going to be a couple inches.
Well, they're lining up like they're going to go for it. I formation, double tight. Bulldogs have 4-man front.
Crowd's fired up out here at Carl Cox.
Fullback dive.
Oh, and he got in more.
That's number 33 breaking loose.
That was the first design. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's the first designed run play that Macksville has ran today.
Justin Clausen has about about 25-yard gain on that. And what happens when you have everybody up on the line of scrimmage like that, it's hard to find a crease. But if you do find a crease, there's nobody at the second level to make a play.
Exactly.
Clausen had a nice game in there for the Mustangs. Clausen has 67 yards rushing on the year, so he's typically a power blocking back as opposed to a regular ball player. Sweep. Renfro takes the ball, cuts it back up underneath the block of Clausen. Stopped by, looks like Oakes and Corwin and Nemechek. Gain of about 6. So Macksville is starting to establish something here after struggling early in the game to move the ball nothing other than just scrambles by the quarterback.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Hayes under center, taking snap. Long count. Pitch right to Renfro on sweep. Nice block by the fullback. Gets him out to the edge.
After not choosing to run for the first or have a designed run play for the first, I don't know, probably 6, 8, 10 plays of the game, they've followed that up with three running plays in a row right here.
That looked like Whitman and Deaton out there on the stop, bringing up third and short, maybe a yard and a half, 2. Probably more like a yard and a half. Macksville showing a little power after struggling early. Aves under center, taking the snap. Fakes the fullback, keeps it on option. I'm not sure if he got it. That was Jordan Hargett there first. Got a little help from Cody Corbin on the stop.
Good job by the Bulldog defense keeping their assignments on who they're supposed to, who they have on the option.
Loss of about a yard, it looks like. Bring up an interesting 4th down situation. 4th and 3, ball resting about the Quinter 25. Certainly not a punt here, but
this will be a big stop for the Bulldog defense here.
Giannis brings in the play for Macksville. Bulldogs back to their base 3-2. Got a timeout.
You know, I was noticing that Macksville they have a pretty hefty O-line too. I mean, they're not too small up there. A lot of teams we faced this year don't have the biggest O-lines. We have usually one of the bigger, but they probably don't quite match us pound to pound, but they're probably not too far away.
They do have some size. They sure do. And also, sometimes with line technique, a lot of it's about desire and footwork too. You can overcome a little bit of size deficit if you work the feet right, get your head on play side, and block with a lot of desire.
Certainly.
Macksville returning back to the field here. 4th and 3, the ball resting just inside the Quinter 25-yard line. Spread formation with a pistol look there. Number 5 goes in motion. That's Loomis. Loomis leading rusher or receiver.
Brian Oakes gets to stop in the backfield.
Oakes drives down Clausen in the backfield. I think that the quarterback pitched the ball too soon. That he didn't make Brian declare which guy he was going to go to. Brian did a nice job staying in between, making the read, and then once the pitch was made, Brian switched off the quarterback and did a nice job dragging the ball carrier down for a loss.
Great job there.
That actually lost about 4 yards there. So no, they did not get the first down. They lost yardage. Hargett on a counter. Logan Reed went left and Jordan went right. Gain of about 6 yards there. That counter is a nice look to have the fullback go one way because a lot of times they'll start reading the fullback. Where's he blocking? Where's he blocking? And if he goes opposite where the tailback goes, linebackers a lot of times aren't where they should be. Nice gain of about 6 for the Bulldogs. Brings up 2nd and 4. Ball at 36. A little confusion on the Macksville side how they're going to face this formation.
Looks a lot like the formation Brian got his big hit on last.
Matt Bird on the reverse here. DN does a nice job spreading it out, though, and slowing Matt down. Looks like he was knocked out of bounds by 47. That's Adam Oak. He's the left corner there. But still a positive game for the Bulldogs. Looks like they got about 3.
Now let's see if they can convert on 3rd down. They've had a little trouble thus far in the game converting on 3rd down.
3rd and 1 here. Might be a long count here. See, now we're not showing a power formation here, though. Got Twins at the top of the screen, and Matt Bird's down here at the bottom. Brady Reed call. Hargett goes in motion, so now they have trips left. It's quarterback draw.
And he's going to get it. Get the first down and a little more.
Brought down by Jorge Barra, 5'8" sophomore. But what reason the teams do that is they're trying to spread the defense out, try to pull one of the linebackers out of the box.
Brady comes up limping there.
That's not a good sign. Brady's a pretty tough kid, too, so.
Brady's taken some lickings this year, but I don't know. I know he's had some trouble with his ankles maybe, but.
It's that time of year a lot of kids are kind of nicked up, so. It's at the 37-yard line of Macksville. 1st and 10, Hargett on the counter. Bounces to the outside, or tries to bounce outside. Nice tackle there by, that's Renfro.
That's the beauty of this part of the year, though, is that that runs out the first quarter there. That's the beauty of this time of the year, though. You get some kids with a couple wounds, you rub a little dirt on them, lick them up, and you go back to work.
You go back, that's exactly right. Well, that's the end of the first quarter here, and surprisingly enough, we have no score. Quinter 0, Macksville 0.
That is quite surprising. This year, both teams have been known for their scoring. They're usually high-powered offenses that score quite a bit, but thus far, nothing to nothing.
Yeah, looking at Macksville scores over the year, like I said, early in the year they struggled. Macksville comes into today's game on a 7-game winning streak. It opened the season 1-2, however, with losses to Victoria and Otis Bison. The OB loss was on the same night as Quinter's lone loss, a 26-24 game at Sharon Springs. Macksville hosted the same Wildcats team the following week and started its winning streak with a 44-32 decision. The Bulldogs have also rebounded with 7 straight victories, boasting a record of 9-1. The Mustangs stand at 8-2, and looking, they've as the years progress, they've put up some nice numbers. 44, 50, 40, 38, 50, 50, 28. So they certainly are capable of scoring a lot more than they have. And part of that, I'm sure, is due to the Bulldog defense is once again stout, as it has been most of the year.
So far, the Bulldogs have been just playing smash-mouth football.
Twins right for Bulldogs. Brady Reed takes a snap. Wildcat Reed hands the Hargett straight up the middle. Great read by Brady.
Breaks it out, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown there.
Nice read there. Oak was about the only one that even touched him.
Jordan Hargett's broken countless number of tackles this year. He's done a great job. He's broken a lot of tackles and gotten into the end zone on many occasions.
And also a nice tribute to O-line there. That was very well blocked on that draw. Bulldogs again showing a spread formation. They have twins both ways. Like I said, this might be something Brady runs quarterback draw out of too. Brady takes snap. It is
He's
quarterback draw straight ahead.
Touchdown.
He gets the 2-pointer there. That was Loomis that got a hand on his foot, but that was about it. Loomis really wasn't a serious threat to make the stop. So it's 11:53 left here in the second quarter. Quinter Bulldogs open up an 8-0 lead.
The Bulldogs, as I was saying earlier, they've been just playing smash mouth football today. I don't think they've even had a passing play so far, so I'd like to see that. I don't know. However, I guess when you're running it and having this much success in your running game, not as much need for the passing game.
Yeah, the running game is lower risk for sure. Back to return for the Mustangs. That's Renfro and Oak back to return.
Defense for the Bulldogs so far. D-line's been doing a great job. I love watching Thatcher Deaton out there. He just flies around. He's just kind of crazy out there. He just pretty passionate about it and just goes after it every play. So
Brian Oakes has him back in the huddle. He's leading the kickoff brigade here. Short kick, kicks it out to the left side. That's Clausen, the fullback, that picks it up. Gets a decent return there out to about the 27-yard line. I'm thinking it looked like Logan Reed may have been the one that helped force him out of bounds there, or scored him out. Looks like Quinter's come back. Looks like they're probably going to come out in their 3-2 defense here. Deaton and Hargett at linebackers. Mustangs come back out in their tight eye. Aves drops straight back to pass. Looks it over the middle. Now shoots up the middle.
Cody Corwin first to throw his arms around him and bring him down.
I said Aves has been very impressive in his ability to scramble and get yards. That's about a 5-yard gain there. And like I said, coming into the game, his statistics were not that impressive, and perhaps they just didn't want him to run because they didn't need him to. He had 81 carries for 193 yards. Longest run of the year is 24 yards, so he's not – coming into the game was not a big threat. But he's helping the Mustangs keep the chains moving. That's Renfro. Oh, that was Brian Oakes blew that up in the backfield. I don't know if he'll get credit for the tackle, but he's the one that made the pile in the backfield.
Followed there by Zach Nemechek and Joe Simon also.
Yes, so when you get that type of penetration, that he basically took the legs out of the fullback, and that made a pile. That makes it hard to cut back or do anything for Renfro. Looks like a loss of a yard or two on that play. Ball resting about the Quinter. They're not Quinter at the Mustang 30. Now they're spreading the formation out. Got twins down here at the Quinter sideline. Age takes a snap. Clausen back there blocking for him.
And again, the Bulldogs put pressure on him. Again, the Bulldogs put pressure on him. That's Zach Nemechek and Cody Corwin and Thatcher Deaton out back there getting the stop.
Yeah, it looks like maybe they're mush rushing him a little bit more now, trying to keep him contained first and then go for the tackle rather than getting too far upfield and letting him run around. So
got Matt Bird back deep. He's a threat back there. He's fast. If you can get him a little open field, he puts on the afterburners.
Renfro's kick almost blocked. Logan Reed was back there almost getting the block. Bird bounces the ball to the right, forced out of bounds about the Quinter 24-yard line. Bulldogs take over, 9:42 left here in the second period. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Macksville showing a 3-2 look here. Twins right, shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff to Jordan Hargett. Nice Bird scramble, not Bird, that's Reed scrambles, changes field. Oh, now he pitches it to Hargett.
Oh,
Jordan Hargett added about 8-10 yards on top of where Brady was tackled at.
Brady Reed's been known to do that a couple of times this year. It's kind of a risky play, but he's made it work. So
he comes over to Coach Rush and gets the next play. I was watching to see what the dialogue was. It seemed like they all just assumed that was supposed to happen. So, but he said that's another 10 yards on top of that. Yeah. It looks like something you'd see at the end of a quarter, the end of the half or the end of a game, you know?
Yeah.
I formation here. Hargett on the counter. Bounces it
he
out to the
found
left.
some room.
Nice block there.
Did he get in? No, they're going to mark him just short about the 1-yard line.
Jordan did a nice job getting up in the hole, and Thatcher Deaton was forcing his man downfield, so he was still able to cut back behind Thatcher's nice block downfield. It's nice to see a lineman getting that far downfield and still blocking, and like I said, Jordan has excellent vision, does a nice job finding the hole.
Jordan will be the first one to tell you that his O-line just does a superb job up there.
Ball at the 1-yard line. Macksville comes up there. It's in a 3-2, but they got their linebackers up real tight. Hargett takes the ball. He gets hit right at the goal line.
After a good second effort, he gets in.
He does get in. Nice second effort. Kept the feet driving. That was Loomis that came up and got a pretty good shot on him, but was not able to bring him to the ground. Jordan kept his feet churning, and he kind of spun off that tackle and was able to get it on over the goal line. Be interesting to see now. We have a momentum shift here. We'll see how Macksville responds to this. Quinter going for the 2-pointer in their traditional set. Reed barks out signals, fakes the handoff, rolls right, throws over there to Skyler Whitman.
Good defense there.
Nice defense there. That's number 47, Adam Oak. He comes up to knock that ball away before it gets to Skyler. So with 9 minutes left here in the second quarter, score is Quinter 14, Macksville nothing.
This is kind of the way it went last year, almost too. Last year, Bulldogs were up. I think it was 22 points going into halftime, but the Macksville coach just did a tremendous job of making a couple changes and coming out in the second half, and they just did a real good job making some changes at halftime that really put a little spin.
Renfro and Oak are back deep for Macksville. Now remember last time Oaks pooched it out to the right side out there. We'll see if he has the line coming in behind him again. He kicks it straight down the field this time, and I believe that's Renfro out there. No, that's Oak. That's Oak. He cuts it back to the left, back to the right. He's forced out of bounds there by Logan Reed. Logan Reed's doesn't get to play a lot of defense, but he's sure getting his share of stops on special teams. Obviously, Logan's fullback on offense, so he has plenty of collisions on any given night. It'll be Macksville's ball. 1st and 10, about the 19. Quinter looks like they're coming out in their base 3-2 here. Macksville staying with the traditional eye. Aves barks out signals. Pitch left. That's Renfro. Whitman does a nice job forcing that back inside, and then he has all kinds of help there.
Great job there. The Bulldogs are just swarming to the ball.
Nemechek looked like was the first one there. That's what defense is all about, teamwork. It's all about doing everybody filling their role. Skyler came up, kept the force on the edge, forcing back in.
It's been this way the whole year. As soon as you get one of the Bulldogs out there, you get all of them. I mean,
yeah, the big fear on a play like that is that he bounces it outside, and there was no bounce to be had there. Second and 11. Aves drops straight back to pass. 3-man rush. Oaks. That's Brian Oaks. That's Thatcher Deaton and Zach Nemechek all getting there about the same time.
Getting back there again. I was watching the D-backs on that one, and they're on them like molasses. I mean, they're sticking with them, and I guess that contributes to the pass rush also, because quarterback doesn't have anywhere to go with it. So
yeah, you can see Aves is doing a nice job of looking downfield. He's not looking to run first. He's looking to pass first, but there's just nothing there. Like on that play, Brian Oaks did a nice job of keeping his outside contained, and then he started to step up in the middle. Then the other two guys are right there to bring him down.
Play a little man coverage here.
Got a timeout. Or no, we have
delay a game.
Delay a game.
When they spread three out like that, you get a little man-to-man coverage. It brings Joe Simon, who's usually playing the monster back. That brings him up to the line and
moves the ball back to the Macksville 9. The only thing about when you force team to go man, you say, well, that makes your secondary vulnerable. That also makes your quarterback vulnerable too. That means that they have man blocking on the front. Brian Oaks is,
the quarterback just got hammered there by Nemechek.
Yeah.
And
Brian Oaks was keeping a soft rush. It was obvious his goal there was just to keep Aves in the pocket. And then, like you said, right as he released it, Zach Nemechek put a pretty good shot on him.
That was an uncommon drop there for Matt Bird. Matt Bird doesn't drop too many balls there, but right there, I think he's looking downfield to where he was going to run before he caught it, I believe.
Renfro back to punt for Macksville. He's standing just inside of his end zone.
Almost got it again there.
Logan Reed almost got it again. Ball rolls dead about the Quinter 38-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Great field position here for the Bulldogs. They're up 14-0 here. Able to just they're thus far on defense. They're having a lot of success.
Yes, definitely.
You can tell they definitely do their studying up on it. They a lot of times down on the field, you'll see them calling out what play it's going to be before they even snap the football, and
definitely. And right now, I said early in the game Aves were able to get some yards scrambling. Like I said, now they're keeping a soft technique on their DNs that's keeping him contained. So Bulldogs have already adjusted within the game. I formation, Reed hands off to Hargett, run behind Logan Reed's block. Hargett, nice job He's carrying number 60 on his back. That's Clark Green, 5'10 sophomore, 189 pounds. And then he was submarined by one of the D-backs as well there. But nice gain, 7-8 yards for the Bulldogs.
Great thing for the Bulldogs. Hand it off to Jordan to play. You hand it off to him enough, he gets a little tired. Maybe he wants to play off. They just hand it to Logan Reed or let Brady take it. And just so many weapons back there.
Pro set for the Bulldogs. That's a Hargett straight dive behind the right side. It's going to be close to a first down. Maybe, I think that is a first down. Yep, that's a first down. White hat signals. Ball just outside the Macksville 30-yard line. Brady Reed brings the Bulldogs up to the ball. Calling out signals. Gives it to Logan Reed. Logan dives off the left guard there for a nice gain. Renfro, Loomis, and Green in on the stop there for Macksville. But when you can dive your fullback up there 5 yards on first down, you're going to take that too. That kind of busts up some of the reads as well. Macksville's in a 4-2 now. They've switched up. They're tired of watching the Bulldogs just pounding right in the mouth.
But the Bulldogs are still going to try.
They're still going to try it. There's Jordan Hargett running the right A gap there. That looks like Loomis was in on the hit as well as Tyler Schultz.
Looks like that's maybe Logan Reed.
Or Logan Reed, okay.
It gets kind of confusing down there. They got 32 and 23, so he's take a quick glance down there.
Well, and the thing is too is they'll run Jordan up on the inside into the A and B gaps. And Logan, if they asked him to, he could run wide too.
Oh, definitely.
Twins right, spread formation. Brady drops back pass, flips it out to Matt Bird on the wing. Matt picks up the first down yardage, forced out of bounds there by Loomis.
The Bulldogs just love that play. They run it with great efficiency too. One reason for that is Matt Bird so quick. Teams dealt with him last year, and so they have to play off. The corners have to play off of him a little bit in order to not get beat if there is a pass play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because they could hitch and go on that if the corner comes up too fast. Loomis was not Loomis, that was Renfro slow getting up, so it'll be interesting to – we're taking a little wind out of their sails, looks like. Renfro's their leading rusher. Reed takes a high snap,
speed option
left, pitches out to Hargett. Jordan
and he finds a hole. That was a great little speed option there.
Yeah. Macksville had nice penetration there, and I thought they might have forced it deep enough that the pursuit would catch up, but it never did. And like I said, Jordan, speed option, that's a nice call for his skill set. So, touchdown Bulldogs. I got a feeling that the Bulldogs are pouring on some nice ground yardage here. Like I said, kind of reversing what happened in the second half last year. Jordan Hargett straight ahead.
Got it.
For the P8 for a two-pointer. With 4:45 left here in the second quarter, your score is Quinter 22, Macksville 0. All the points coming in the second quarter after a scoreless first period. The Mustangs were able to move the ball some in the first period. A lot had to do with just quarterback scrambling to the right. Bulldogs have since adjusted. Their DNs are playing a soft technique to keep them in contain and wait until Nemo come up the middle and bring him down, or the defensive end on the soft technique still brings him down. But that's really limited what they are able to do offensively. And Quinter's continued. They have a little bit of passing yards, but it's almost all on the ground at this point. We'll try to get some stats here at halftime for you. Brian Oakes tees it up for the Bulldogs. Throwing footballs up in the stands. Dr. Nemechek just had a nice snag there on the top. No, it wasn't Dr. Nemechek. Yeah,
it was.
It was.
Looked like it might have been a one-handed snag.
Yeah, I think it was a one-hander. Nice snag there up on the top row. Oakes kicks away deep. He kicked it to Oak.
Oh, there's a little block up.
He bounced it to the right, still on his feet.
Unfortunately, I think for the Mustangs, that is going to be called back. There was a block in the back there. I looked down there trying to set up that wall, and all of a sudden I see Joe Simon flying forward. Got blocked there in the back.
Logan Reed had another special team stop there. Logan Reed is obviously getting his licks in as a fullback, but also on special teams.
And he'll play some linebacker too. It's not that he's a bad linebacker. He has so much talent in front of him. I mean,
yeah.
Seniors and so in the future he's gonna be great there.
Yeah, the man-child will prove his worth, I'm sure. Yeah, blocking the back by the Mustangs, moves the ball back to their own 13. 14 will be 1st and 10. I formation, fakes the handoff, going to run the option. Aves was stopped right there by Jordan Hargett first.
Didn't even have time to pitch it.
Yeah, Cody Corwin right there to assist.
The pitch option wasn't much better. The Bulldogs swarmed to the ball, but also they had two guys covering the running back there also if he would have pitched it.
Loss of 1 for Macksville. Macksville calls a timeout. I'm sure the Macksville coach, Dan Grizel, realizes that the game's kind of slipping away at this point. And that they've got to get the momentum under control, or the Bulldogs are punching in at least one more time here in the first half. Official blows his whistle, signaling teams back to the field. Coach Ruckman out there talking to the Bulldog defense.
As I was saying before, this coach from Macksville, he is definitely making some. Is quite good at making in-game and halftime adjustments. So, it'll be interesting to see what he did there.
2nd and 12 for Macksville. Fumble the snap. I think A's fell back on it. Zach's trying to claim some, Nemechek trying to claim some ownership too, but looks like it's going to be Macksville ball. Be a small loss there for the Mustangs, though. That's part of the beauty about having Zach at nose guard is that you know he's got to be getting in the center's head a little bit about, I'm going to snap the ball and I'm going to get drilled. Be 3rd and 12 for Macksville. Aves barking out signals, looking left and right. Drops straight back to pass, looks.
And they switched quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's a different quarterback. I know.
It is Seth Filbert, number 13, running quarterback now. I'm not sure what.
They tried to throw that ball to Richard Petty. Now, that's not Richard Petty, the stock car magnate who used to drive the number 43 Mopar. That's Richard Petty. He's a senior, 6 foot 163. I think he might have come down with the ball, but it was out of bounds. So, you're right, Jared. I noticed that same time you did. They switched quarterbacks on us. That's Renfro with the punt. Renfro punts. They let the ball bounce. It's going to roll dead about the Quinter 28.
Let's see if the Bulldogs maybe can punch it in one more time before the half.
Ball down by Petty. So.
I'm not exactly sure whether Macksville was just maybe giving old Aves a break, or maybe they were just gonna let Seth Filbert fill in and see what he could do here.
Filbert has 13 completions on 33 attempts, threw for 216 yards.
Maybe he's just a formation quarterback.
Well, I wonder if he isn't the quarterback that throws the ball deeper, because you can see that he has had some long gains. Jordan Hargett bounces the outside on the option there.
Here again, breaking some tackles. And you'll notice Scott Oakes has still not been in the game. I know we were talking earlier in the week, and talking about maybe if the Bulldogs could jump out to a lead or something, as we are now, maybe he was going to try to save it.
The type of injury he has, my understanding is plantar fasciitis, that the more you play on it, the worse it's going to get. But the only thing you can really do to help it's rest, and so I'm sure Scott's frustrated about not being able to play. But run a little option. The pitch was a little bit. Hargett was hit. There, nice play by number 37. Renfro come up and hit Hargett right as he received the pitch. Nice play by the Mustangs there. Bulldogs get it back. It looks like it. I'm not even sure they lost the yards. It might have gotten it back to the line of scrimmage. But it'll bring up a 3rd and 5. This is a down and distance the Bulldogs have not faced a lot today. Well, most of their 3rd down plays have been short, not long.
That's definitely an uncommon error there for the Bulldogs. Brady Reed doesn't usually make too many errors on pitching it. Looked like that pitch was a bit high the way it was, but
high formation. Reed drops straight back, looks.
Got Matt Bird over there about the 38-yard line. Macksville's 38-yard line. They cross center field there. And like I said, Bulldogs have it in their bag to definitely throw a little bit. They have a great passing game there with Matt Bird. And the late of this season so far, it started out with Matt Bird, and now it's Skylar Whitman's been stepping it up these last few games. I don't know if they got him some sticky gloves or what.
Yeah. But Bird, they hit him on a lot of the short stuff. They can do the out and up and the hitch and go and things like that too. Nice hard running there by Quinter. That was Logan Reed on the carry there. Looked like straight dive. About a 7-yard gain. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It'll be interesting to see if they open up the playbook just a little bit just because of running out of time. So wait a minute. Got a timeout here. Now they reset, whatever.
An equipment timeout, possibly.
Reed's back to the huddle, call the play here. The ends are Whitman and Bird. Running backs are Reed and Hargett. Brady Reed's the quarterback. Drop straight back to pass. Now they're going to go option.
Oh, that was a designed play, actually. That was a great block by Logan Reed out here downfield a little ways. A design play that they put in, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. They tried running it last week. It kind of backfired on him. They kind of let that they kind of let the D end come free, and that's what they're supposed to do. And it gets that D end thinking that he's just gonna get a lick on the quarterback.
Well, and Brady gives a look to like he's gonna pass, and that it's a drop option. That's what they're calling it. But what that does, that gets the linebackers in a drop like they're facing pass. And so they can't come up and support. But like I said, there was a nice block out there to spring that.
Last week, the D end came a little quicker than they thought.
Yeah, and that's what screwed the mesh. Oh, it's a fumble right at the goal line. Oh, Cody saying, "Dadgummit, I wanted to cover that baby and get 2 points for me." Cody Corwin, Thatcher Deaton, Zach Nemechek, the hard-working Quinter lineman that paved the way for a lot of these long runs. With 1:41 left here in the second quarter, your score is Quinter 28, Macksville nothing. I think somebody tried to throw a real football in the stands there. You're looking for those little red ones coming up, and then one of the big brown ones come up a little different. So.
Catch you off guard a little bit.
Yeah. Looks like Brian Oakes again signaling the kickoff team to go. Kick, like I said, they went to Renfro that time. I'm kind of surprised. Renfro brings it back to the left, cuts back. Taken down there.
Alex Albin
and 83.
Oakes there on the stop.
Yeah, Jesse Oakes, yeah. And I see some of the younger guys contribute there on special teams. Jesse is a 158-pound junior. Alex Albin is 165-pound freshman. Bulldogs stay in their base 3-2 here. 1st and 10 for Macksville. Ball resting about 23. Fullback dive, no, yes. He rolled off the initial guy, and then Cody Corbin was right there to clean it up. Gain of about 3.
Looks like he maybe broke one tackle there, but couldn't escape the second one. The clock's winding down. We got 1:10 left in the first half here.
I believe that's still 13 Filbert quarterback. And he's, like I said, he's a lefty. And looking at the stats, he looks like he throws more of the long balls. So I don't know if that means they're going to try to air it out deep. Cody Corwin comes around the right end for the sack there.
There's Cody Corwin. He has just had a tremendous year. He's been getting back there. Over summer did a lot of work in the weight room, and he definitely got a little more speed over this last year. And
Nemo might have been there for the assist. That's right. Cody came clean off that right end and had a nice shot on Filbert. Let's see. I'm looking. I don't see Aves on that other sideline, so I'm not sure what's going on. If he's possibly hurt, maybe. I don't know. Unless they're 3rd down. Filbert drops back, looks, taps the ball, flips it out to number 5. That's Loomis.
Great job by Jordan Hargett, and Cody Corwin headed out there. It looks like what they've done is put Aves at a receiver position here.
Yeah, that's why I was looking to try to find him. I couldn't find him out there. Loomis is their leading receiver on the year, but that was negative yards. So that's halftime. Both teams, Quinter Bulldogs splinting back their locker room. I'm guessing Macksville do the same. Some teams stay out on the field, but at halftime, your score is Quinter 28, Macksville 0. Welcome back to Quinter High School here, where at halftime the Quinter Bulldogs lead 28-0. After the scoreless first period, the Bulldogs really took over and dominated the second period. They moved the ball with ease, mostly on the ground, and also stopped the Macksville attack, which had been largely relying on just they didn't even design rollouts. So the quarterback Aves would just squirt out to the right. Jared, you want to give us a few stats here?
Well, heck, in the first half, Quinter had 210 rushing yards up against Macksville's 63 rushing yards. Macksville was 2 for 4 passing. I bet 90% of their plays were passing downs, but they only got 4 of them off. And they completed 2, and that was for 0 yards. They had 1 for +5 yards and 1 for -5 yards. And that Cody Corwin had 2 sacks. Brian Oakes had 2 sacks. Zach Nemechek had 1 sack, 1 solo tackle, and 6 assisted. I mean, Zach, he might not be the first one there every time, but he's always in there, you know. In the second quarter, Macksville had -12 yards total offense. So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments. Head coach Dan Grizzle made at halftime. As I stated before, last year it was kind of the same scenario, and he just made some great coaching adjustments at halftime. So
I don't think that Quinter was quite as dominant in the second quarter of last year's game though as they were here. I mean, the second quarter, the Bulldogs just flat throttled the Mustangs here.
Right.
Brian Oakes to kick off here to start the second half. Kicks deep down the middle. That looks like Renfro back to return. It looks like he's coming to the right.
Nothing. Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go there. Brought down by, looks like Joe Simon, Sam Layton, and maybe Zach Nemechek in there as well. Ball at the 17-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. I think we'll know a lot about as the second quarter progressed. You could see the Macksville players were having more and more difficulty getting up off the ground, that they were on the receiving end of a lot of the hits. So this first or second drive will be big. Quinter Bulldogs in their base 3-2 set here. Twins right for the Mustangs. It looks like Filbert's back at quarterback. No, that's Aves. Number 17 is Aves back at quarterback. Throws. He's
a bit high. Kind of a wobbly pass there also.
Trying to throw out there to Tyler Schultz. It passes incomplete.
Good coverage there.
There in the second quarter, they used Filbert, some left-handed sophomore at quarterback. And he had no more success than Aves. In fact, he had even less success because he wasn't able to scramble like Aves was. Second down here, Mustangs in their base high formation, tight set. Aves hands off to the fullback and
just wrestled down in the backfield, thrown to the turf there by Cody Corwin.
Clausen's the fullback. Clausen had one or two nice runs there in the first quarter. May have caught the Bulldog just slightly off guard because he really was not he's not their leading rusher. Renfro is their leading rusher, 954 yards. Clausen actually is fourth in the team when the rushing. So
his big run there was on a fourth down where he just got past the first level, and after the first level there wasn't much to contain him.
Third down, spread formation, Twins right. That's Clausen in motion left. Aves throws down the middle, trying to hook up with Loomis. Looked like pass was overthrown. Also, pretty good coverage there by Matt Bird. Aves would have had to drop that ball, and there was a small hole there for that pass to go.
And again, it was great. It was great coverage downfield by the Bulldog cornerbacks, but also the Bulldogs D line did a great job there of getting upfield and putting a little pressure on him. Zach Nemechek, another second or two, and he would have had a nice hit there on the quarterback.
Back to punt. Snaps high. Oh. Skylar Whitman went for the block and didn't quite get it. Matt Bird on the return. He'll be forced out of bounds here. It was a high snap, and it was Skyler was there, but just didn't make connection with the ball.
If you can get connection with the ball, you can. If I'm correct in the rules there, if you hit the ball, the punter, if you hit him, it's fair game.
Right.
But if you don't get a piece of the ball and hit him, that's when you get in trouble.
And sometimes it is harder to block the punt when you have a high snap like that because the timing's kind of all off. That would be a personal foul on the Bulldogs.
I thought that was. I guess I
wonder if they called running into the kicker.
That could have been it too.
All right, here but it's Macksville's ball. That's right.
I guess that's what I was going to ask. I thought it was assessed on Macksville's offensive drive rather than.
Macksville gets the ball back, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Macksville aids in the shotgun. Hands to Clausen. He goes left. Runs into a pile of Bulldogs there again. Thatcher Deaton, Zach Nemechek over there. Cody Corwin. Short gain. Looks like gain of 2 for Clausen. It's interesting. They've completely went away from Renfro. Renfro has over 900 yards rushing on the season. I don't think he's going to make 1,000. Renfro had 954 coming in the game. He's not going to make 1,000 at this point. And maybe that wasn't his goal anyhow, but Abe's back in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops straight back. Throws over the middle, complete to Renfro. Renfro, nice gain. Matt Bird started tackling him, just about finished it. Skyler Whitman comes up and finishes it, knocks him out of bounds at the Quinter 36-yard line.
That's only their third completion of the day there. The first 2 were for 5 yards and negative 5 yards, so that was by far the best pass of the play for Macksville besides that 25-yard run they had there on 4th down. So
Macksville showing a little life here at the Bulldog 26, 1st and 10, spread formation. Short snap, Aves picks it up, looks downfield, finds a hole to scramble up the middle, breaks the tackle by Hargett. Gets deep into Quinter territory. Cody Corwin and Skyler Whitman on the stop there.
And that's definitely tough on a defense. He was punting from Macksville was punting from their goal line, and now they're all the way down at the Bulldog 8-yard line. That's tough on a team, though. I mean, you stop them on 3 downs, and then you're right back out there doing it again.
Yeah,
so.
it really seems to have given the Mustangs a little life on the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Bad snap. The snap went in between the quarterback Aves and the fullback Clausen. It kind of drifted to the west on him a little bit.
It'll be about 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line.
Another play coming in from the sideline. Tyler Schultz brings the play in for the Mustangs. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 14. Bulldogs in their 3-2 look. Snap a little short again. Nice penetration by Nemechek. Fires, intercepted by Matt Bird just inside the goal line and brings it out.
Matt Bird can get past
the right sideline. Forced out of bounds by number 9, Kyle Bunker.
That's where the Bulldogs have been coming up big. You're thinking for a second there that maybe Macksville was showing a little sign of life. They threw the ball there and then got a nice run right after that, and you thought maybe they were just going to march it right into the end zone right there. But that's where the Bulldogs have came up big for these last 3 games. Against Hill City, they did a great job of forcing turnovers, and last week against Rock Hills, they forced a bunch of turnovers, and that's where the Quinter defense has just been golden at.
That's a huge turnover. That Bird brings the ball out to the 27-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Jordan Hargett breaks through the line there for a gain of about 5. Looks like just your basic ISO look there.
If you look at the majority of the games, usually the team that wins the turnover battle wins the game. I mean,
definitely. Brian Oakes brings in the play for the Bulldogs.
I believe last week Macksville did have 3 or 4 turnovers against Tribune, but still were able to pull it out. But that is fairly uncommon.
2nd and 4 here. Bird hands off to Hargett on the ISO again. That might have been power because he actually kicked out the end. 1st down. Brought down there by Loomis. Loomis, the leading tackler for the Mustangs. Loomis didn't look like he's in a big hurry to get up either. Like I said, I think the Bulldogs' pounding ground game is taking its toll on the Macksville defenders here. Macksville's in a 4-front with 2 linebackers walked up tight, so they really have 6 right in the tight box right there. Brady Reed pulls the ball out, and that's what you need to know is happening when they're stacking that many people in the box. Brady Reed pulls the ball out, keeps it on option, forced out of bounds there by number 47, Adam Oak. But if they're going to stack the box like that, you know Coach Rush can have them attack the outside, and that's exactly what they did there.
Great read there by Brady, keeping the ball himself and picks up 12, 13 yards there.
Gets the ball down to the Macksville 22-yard line, will be 1st and 10. Macksville still kind of in a 4 front with 2 linebackers up tight. Fumble there. That looks like that's recovered by number 9 of Macksville. That's Kyle Bunker, the defensive end. The ball kind of rolled right out to him. He jumped right on it. So I'm not sure if Logan thought he was going to get the ball from Brady. Brady maybe didn't pull it back right. I'm not sure what went wrong there, but it's Mustang football at the Quinter, or at their own. No, it's the Mustangs' own 25-yard line. Will be 1st and 10.
Looks like to start out this drive, Sam Layton will take the place of Brian Oakes there out on the D end. I haven't seen Sam at D end much. Usually when he comes in, you see him more at nose guard or linebacker. We'll see how he does here at the D end.
1st and 10. That was an interesting technique he used there. That ball was deflected by Skyler Whitman. Matt Bird also got his hands on it. Just couldn't bring it down, but we had a lot of Bulldog hands on that. Sam on that play, by the way, he bumped that in, and then he rode him out.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was an interesting technique. I saw that same exact thing. He kind of had pass coverage on him. It looked like he was trying to cover the pass on him. So
yeah, it was a traditional defensive end technique they used there.
I said Sam has played some linebackers, so I don't know if that maybe maybe it's designed for him to come in.
Looks like a 3-2 here. Now, Layton rushes up that field that time. Ace flips it out to, that's Oak, I believe, no. Brought down by Matt Bird for first down. That's number 5. That's Evan Loomis on the reception there. Nice game for the Mustangs. Flipped it out there into the flat, beat a defender, and off he went. So Loomis moves the ball up to the Quinter 36-yard line. Will be 1st and 10.
If executed properly, that screenplay like that usually just, I mean, that's a deadly play if it's executed properly.
Got tripped right here. A's in the shotgun. Short snap again. Nemo coming around the side.
Got the jersey, and he's going to bring him down.
And Nemo with the sack there. A little help from Sam Layton. Kind of took away Abe's escaper out there. That'll be a loss of 5 for the Mustangs. Ball just inside the mid-stripe at the 40.
Subbing in for the Bulldogs on defense there. It's Brian Oak coming back in for Sam.
Sammy gets a few licks in there. That's good.
Sam usually gets his fair share of playing on defense. He's a good rotation player.
4-man line for Macksville. Aves dropped straight back.
Nemechek again coming on the rush.
Flips it out to, that's Renfro. Renfro breaks one tackle. Gets upfield, brought down by Thatcher Deaton at about the 26-yard line. Be just short of the stick. About a yard short.
I think Nemo's going to take a little breather here. Sam Layton comes in for nose guard right now.
3rd and short here. A's in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops straight back, looks downfield, throws over the middle.
Good coverage there by Skylar Whitman. He could tell he just read the quarterback's eyes right when he threw it, and he just jumped all over it.
Got attempt to get that pass to Renfro. Incomplete. Got a flag on the field. It's in the backfield, maybe a hold there. Renfro is the 2nd leading receiver for the Mustangs, 162 yards receiving on the year on 13 catches. That'll be a hold on the Mustangs. And I think I see Coach Ruckman saying, moving back, moving back. Move the ball back to the Quinter 38-yard line, which will make it a 3rd and 13 now. It was from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 13. Holding is a spot foul. Got Twins up at the top. Macksville bench. Single receiver down low here. A's back at the barking out signals. Snap short once again. Throws down the left sideline.
Good coverage there by Joe Simon getting a hand in there.
Trying to throw to Loomis, his favorite receiver. Joe Simon over there on the coverage.
Loomis had position to get that. It wasn't one of the greatest passes I've ever seen though. Pass was just a tick short and maybe on the wrong side of the receiver.
A little wobbly, but like I said, A's almost on every snap he's having to reach forward and grab the ball. That they're not getting a nice solid snap to his waist, chest.
Yeah, he's really having to go down, and then right away he's having to worry about that rush from the Bulldog defense.
Exactly.
I mean.
4th and 13 here. The Mustangs obviously going to go for it, down 28-0 here with 5:19 left in the 3rd quarter. A little too close to punt it. Clausen goes in motion to the left. That snap bounced before it ever got back there, and then Nemechek was there to greet him as soon as he picked it up.
Nemechek is just real quick off the line. I mean, he's all of he's just quick, and he just fires off that line so well.
Yeah, and if somehow Zach would have missed him, Cody was ready to clean him up as well. So a bad ending for the Mustangs there after they established a little bit of an air attack. Now, I said now they went straight to spreading it out. They've gotten out of their I formation, their tight formation, running the ball. They realized that wasn't very productive for them. Quinter stays in their tight I formation, however. Jordan Hargett running behind Logan Reed's block, but nothing there. A nice stonewalling of the defense by the Mustangs.
You commented that on the last drive of the Bulldogs that Macksville really was coming up closer to the line. Their linebackers are creeping up closer to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're still that way, and you know that the Bulldogs they don't mind having them come up closer because they got plays to
and Loomis and Green on the stop. Like I said, yeah, I'm sure they're going to go to the perimeter here soon. And they're going to the perimeter right there. Jordan Hargett on pitch sweep. Flag is down.
Either holding.
That's Loomis on the stop out there. Looks like no gain on the play. Holding on the Bulldogs. Penalty decline.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Skyler Whitman brings in the play. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Haven't thrown it much today. Haven't needed to throw it much today. Might see a pass here. Logan Reed split out here to the left side. Single back is Jordan Hargett. Brady takes snap, fakes.
Oh, a little.
It's Jordan Hargett.
Kind of a Statue of Liberty there. They ran it last week against Rock Hills, and it was really effective. I believe Jordan Hargett scored on that play when they did that.
Yeah, that's right. It's right down here. Yeah, I remember that play. Looks like about a gain of 6.
See, Bulldogs are at their own 30-yard at Macksville's 30-yard line. Yeah.
Brady's quite the thespian. Whether he's running the option, whether it's the Statue of Liberty, he fakes, he does things well that tends to take your eyes off where they need to be.
Definitely.
The same thing to the defense, too. Fakes handoff to Hargett, looks, throws, pass picked off. That is Loomis picking the ball off. It looked like it was a pass intended out there for Matt Bird. No, not Loomis, I'm sorry, it's Renfro. Renfro stepped in front of the pass to Matt Bird. Picked off, returned back down to the Quinter 37-yard line.
That was a great jump there by Renfro. He read Brady's eyes and just jumped all over it.
A nice read there by Renfro. On the season, Renfro is not one of their leading interceptors, so. Aves back in the shotgun. Another short snap, drops back, looks, throws it out here to the sideline, incomplete, tries to hook up with Loomis about the 30-yard line. Joe Simon showing some nice sportsmanship, going over helping Loomis up. Like I said, you know that center's got to be thinking, I got Nemechek on my head, he's running over me every play. But he is leaving nearly every snap, at least around the kid's ankles. And once in a while, they're not getting back to Aves at all. It's bouncing before it gets to him. But I'm sure what they're thinking is if we don't go in shotgun, we're going to get the quarterback snapped anyhow. So they'd rather have him in shotgun and have him get a poor snap.
That's just what I was going to comment on. Is that, I mean, they're still sticking with the shotgun despite the.
There's another low snap below his knees. Aves rolls right, looks downfield. Brian Oakes right there.
Great job there again. He kind of looked like what they were doing against old Reggie Jordan from Hill City a little bit. They kind of the DNs didn't move much down forward and backwards. It's kind of just side to side, containing the line of scrimmage there, making sure nobody got past.
Yeah, they're limiting the field horizontally, making the field not. The horizontal plane would not be very wide by turning everything back in.
3rd and 12 here.
And the reason that works, too, is the Bulldogs usually have excellent pursuit. So, base 3-2 here, linebackers off the line about 3-4 yards. Hey, that ball bounced before it got to Aves that time. Flips it out, complete. Complete to Renfro, but he is hit almost immediately by Skyler Whitman.
And again, Nemechek just blew up that center. Nemechek's having some great success there. If you can't get him double teamed right away, he's just so quick. Nemechek sitting at 240 pounds on the roster. I wouldn't be surprised if he's maybe a little bit lighter than that, but he's just quick.
I'm surprised they're not keeping some ends in to help protect, because, like I said, the one-on-one, that center's getting killed. Shotgun, 4th and 9 for the Macksville. Aves back in the shotgun. Barkey out signals, looking left and right. Snap is low again. Or no, that's not Aves now. That's the left-hander. That's Filbert.
And you can just look out there, look down the line of scrimmage, and Nemechek is just right on the center's head. He's just lined up as close as he can, getting close to being in the neutral zone there.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm surprised they're not trying to double down on him and then using someone to help block the ends if the guard's doubling down. But that looks like Filbert back out there at quarterback now, so Aves is probably split out wide here.
Defense, both sides jumped there.
Aves is actually on the sideline right now. I can see him standing over there, so. Now it looks like he's going to come back in. It looks like Coach Grizel's giving him a play. Or no, it's not Aves. No, he's just standing over on the sideline talking to one of his buddies, number 82, Richard Petty. Not the stock car driver, obviously. Fourth and 9. Ball resting on the Quinter 35. Filbert scans the field, calls out the signals. Going in motions, Clausen left, and now we have more whistles. Illegal procedure on the Mustangs. Going to make a bad situation a little worse.
Mm-hmm.
Be 4th and 13, 4th and 14. Aves, the senior quarterback, still on the sideline, so Filbert's out there calling the signals again. Clausen's with him in the shotgun. Clausen goes in motion left. Filbert drops back, looks, throws it down the left sideline, or no, not left down the middle, I'm sorry.
Looks like a little too much air under that.
Simon and Whitman back there playing defense on Loomis. Pass incomplete. Be Bulldog first down here. Ball resting just inside the midfield stripe.
This third quarter has looked a lot kind of like the first quarter. Bit of a defensive battle, I guess. I guess both teams have been able to drive it here, but they've been stopped short of the end zone. So
54 seconds left here in the third period. Logan Reed on a dive right, and
he's going to break free.
He breaks free.
And he's going to get
right
the touchdown.
Sideline. No one there, touchdown.
Jeez. That just opened up for Logan there. That was good job by the O-line. Manchild usually when he gets through the line, he has to meet a couple linebackers to get his touchdowns, but not this time.
Boy, there was nobody at the second level. I don't know if they were keying on Jordan or what they were reading, but
and you know, Jordan gets a lot of carries, and sometimes Logan almost gets overlooked. Logan Reed is a superb blocker. He goes hunts for Jordan to break Jordan free, but he can run the ball very well.
He's just a sophomore, folks. That was an ISO, by the way.
Got it.
And Jordan ran right in behind Logan's block. I'm guessing that Logan ISO'd on Loomis, who was he was the last guy to get up out of that pile. He said, "I don't want that sophomore smacking on me anymore." Logan Reed is he is a 180-pound sophomore. Logan's one of them kids works hard in the weight room too. So
Logan on the season before today had 105 carries for 770 yards. Compared to Jordan, he's gotten about half the carries Jordan has, and he's gotten about half as many yards that Jordan has also. I mean, they're both just superb back there. he averages a little over 7 yards a carry. So
46 seconds left here in the third period. Quinter ahead 36-0. Brian Oakes again to kick off. Signals from the huddle as the Bulldogs do. Might see Logan Reed get another special teams tackle here. He's been particularly lethal on kickoff coverage today as well. Brian waits for the signal. Kicks the ball deep down the middle, or no, to the over to the Renfro. Early in the game, it looked like they were trying to kick away from him, but now they're not really too worried about it. Joe Simon's down there first. The actual tackle was made by Jesse Oakes, and might have been Sam Layton. Mustang ball 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And you see Coach Rush fired up on the sideline, jumping up and down.
Sam Layton comes in here at that left end for Brian Oakes. It'll be interesting to see if he plays a true DN technique or he splits off again like he did last time. Coach Rush doesn't have the DNs playing pass coverage very often. That was kind of a weird look. But it may have something to do with Mustangs using a 4-man line. They have a guard and an end on the left side. That's Filbert back to pass, throws to the left side, incomplete.
Gets rid of it just in time to get just thwapped by Thatcher Deaton, just breaking through. It looks they sent him on a blitz and went right through the A gap.
Like I said, Aves, the senior quarterback. I'm scanning the sideline. I don't see him over there. Wait, no, there he is. I'm not sure why he's not in the game. Looks like he's holding his jaw a little bit. Maybe he took a helmet in the jaw. That'll happen once in a while when you're the quarterback. That didn't feel good. Filbert's getting his chance to lead the Mustangs here. Once again, they have a right guard, a left guard, and a left end in tight. Bulldogs in a 3-man front with Thatcher Deaton flexed up pretty tight as well.
That's about the third. I think that's the third delay of game penalty they've had today.
Well, when you look at the playbook, and well, they were 2nd and 10, now it's 2nd and 15. There's not a whole lot of great plays to call in those situations. I mean, but they've had some tough down and distances, and that makes that play call a little bit tougher. Now we have I bet it's equipment timeout. So both teams now kind of settled into very similar looks on offense and defense. The Mustangs have a left tight end in as well as the 2 guards in center. The Bulldogs have it's almost a 4-man front. They've got Thatcher up real tight, and as Jared pointed out a little while ago, Thatcher blitzed and came through clean.
And that's what happens when you have somebody like Zach Nemechek right in front of you. Zach's drawing 2 guys, and that leaves Thatcher free.
3rd down, Filbert. No, Aves is back in now. That's Aves back there now. Or no, mate, that's Filbert. He's a lefty. That's 13. Sammy Layton does a nice job getting by his man, but didn't keep contained. And Filbert bounces it to the right side. Gets a little bit of yardage there. Skylar Whitman comes up first to make the hit, helped by Jordan Hargett. Gain of about 5.
I haven't watched Macksville enough to know if that's more their regular subbing in and out with Filbert and Aves, but I would assume not. But
yeah.
But I believe Filbert has a few yards on the season. I mean, so yeah, I don't.
Filbert has thrown for 216 yards. Aves has thrown for 525. So
that's what makes me wonder if maybe it is a natural rotation. But
right, yeah. As it says, Aves has thrown for 8 touchdowns. Filbert for 6. They've both thrown 3 picks on the year. Aves has a higher completion percentage, 441 to 394, which is not a big difference. But like I said, it may just be when they're struggling a little bit, the old quarterback switch, try to switch things up a little bit. So,
I kind of surprising for me. Aves is their senior quarterback. He's their senior leader. So yeah, that's one reason I'd be really surprised if this was just natural. I I would assume that maybe he has an injury or something. Abe's over there on the sideline because
I'm thinking
when you have a senior quarterback that's a leader like that, you don't just pull him for no reason,
right.
you know.
Especially this looks like this may be the last game of the year for Macksville. If I'm a senior, I sure don't want to be standing on the sidelines watching. But
correct.
36-0 here to start the fourth quarter for the Bulldogs. It'll be Mustang ball, 3rd and about 9. The ball resting about the 24-yard line. The Mustangs huddled around Coach Griselle, have their play in here. They're coming out in their I formation, their balanced I. That's Filbert. He's a lefty dropping back to pass. Looks, throws out there. He finds that's Giannis with the catch. And he gets the first down. That's a nice game for the Mustangs. Ball inside the midfield stripe at the Quinter 37-yard line. Hernan Giannis, a 5'7", 157-pound junior with the reception. So that moves the chains for Macksville. Bulldogs back in their 3-2. They're flexed a little bit to the short side. Filbert throws over the
picked off by Matt Bird there. He's taken back there. Just gets tripped up. There's a flag down though. We'll see if that it's holding. I see a signal out there from Jordan that might be a holding. Yep. All right. Bulldogs ball. Filbert just overthrew him just a little bit, and Matt Bird was just right there.
Yeah, and for the D-back, that's a tough decision to make when the ball's floating through the air like that, because if it's a catch and you're staying back waiting for the pick, then you're gonna look silly, may not make the play. But
right.
Matt always had a nice read. Could tell it was be a very tough catch. Stayed back there in a deeper spot and took the pick. So with 11:24 here left in the game, Bulldog ball. I formation, tight formation for the Bulldogs. Brady fakes the handoff, rolls left. Throws.
He has Matt Bird deep. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Matt Bird got in behind Renfro there. And that's part of the beauty when you run the ball. Then when you pull it out on the play fake, obviously Renfro had bit on the play fake, and Bird was open deep.
Oh, for sure. Bulldogs, like I said, they play smash mouth football a lot of the time, but they have that pass game. When you have Matt Bird, you have athletes like Matt Bird back there receiving, Skylar Whitman, I mean.
And it looked like, I didn't check the formation, but it looked like they had a bunch of guys in the box there. Macksville did, so. Because right now they're in a forefront. Hargett runs up the middle behind the.
You got it. That'll make it 44-0, Quinter. 11-17 left in here in the game.
Brandon Smith giving the coaches up a little bit here. He was giving his prediction before the game, and it's about to come true here. So having a little fun up here in the booth. Bulldogs here huddled up before the kickoff.
As always, it's a little fun up here. It's quite a bit of fun up here with Chris up here.
We're having a good time. I'm guessing this is going to be our last time here, though. So
here in Quinter, at least.
Yeah, it's Quinter, right.
Hopefully, we'll get a little chance to.
Might be able to do some more games yet. I'm not sure what the start time was of the Clifton-Clyde Greensburg game. I'm thinking it was about the same time as ours. Brian Oakes back signaling the kickoff. He's ready to kick. Turns. Kicks the ball down the middle. Oh, that's going to be a touchback.
Touchback. Brian Oakes has that. He gets, I'd say he's consistent for one of them, about one a game maybe. Right. Also in the area tonight, Oakley plays.
Yeah, Oakley plays. Ellis plays tonight. Let's see. Saney, I think, has a game tonight. I heard them say they'll be on the Goodland radio station tonight.
I heard that. Heard that a few of the people that stopped by here on the way to the Oakley game, get 2 area games in tonight. I mean, it's
bet.
exciting when you get these teams this far, going this far.
And Oakley certainly has a chance to advance. So Filbert and shotgun. Bulldogs in a straight 3-2. Flips it out to Renfro. Renfro tries to break 3. That was Matt Bird that slowed him down, and Cody Corwin hustles out to the outside. That's not an easy play for him to make. The big man's been rushing up the field, rushing up the field, rushing up the field. He sees that swing pass out there, does a nice job getting lateral, and makes the play. In fact, it's a loss of about 3 yards. So I bet Cody's going to sleep well tonight. He's had a big game today. Looks like Aves is up at the top. He's back in the game, but he's the right receiver. Filbert in the shotgun, taking the snap. Drops straight back, looks. Nemechek flushes him. He rolls left. Now Cody Corwin's over there. Cody,
pulls him down, but that'll be a face mask there.
Yeah, I think he got him maybe by the back of the helmet.
I was actually watching Cody on that play, and he was just staying at the line of scrimmage. He wasn't moving upfield. He was not going to let the quarterback scramble. I mean, he was there for that reason. So.
Right. It's a 15-yard mark off there for Macksville. I'll give him 1st and 10. Ball resting at the Macksville 29.
11 minutes left to go here in the 4th.
Almost a pistol look here. Or no, that's I formation. Filbert back to throw. Overthrows Loomis.
What a crossing pattern.
Back there in coverage, Joe Simon, Matt Bird. There was no hole to put that ball in there, so probably just as well he overthrew him at that point.
Looked like maybe old Lannis was trying to it was almost like a pick maybe. They crossed about the same time, and it looks like Lannis slowed up a little bit to kind of pick off a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously you remember that passing pattern that Joe playing that free safety has to go one way or the other. They can't double both, but Joe must have had a good read on that because he was able to double Loomis there. Second down. Filbert drops back the pass, runs right into Cody Corwin.
There again.
Zach Nemechek flushed him, and Cody's waiting right there and said, let me show you the ground.
You just can't give enough
props to the Quinter line there.
Exactly.
And like I said, and some of that too is the coverage has been real. On the few times they haven't gotten the quarterback quickly, the coverage has been very good as well. So a long night for the Macksville offense. They've had they had almost no success running the ball other than scrambling out of the pocket. And then passing the ball, they've had not much success as well. Filbert drops back to pass, looks. Cody
again.
I think Filbert's going to have nightmare about some big red 76 chasing him down all night. That'll make it 4th at a country mile. Their ball back at about the 14. To get the first down, they have to get to 39. So, and they are punting, so they're kind of throwing in the towel. They Renfro with a nice punt though. Matt Bird catches it at about the 31. Bounces it up to the midfield stripe where he's taken down.
Yeah, I know Macksville would want to go for it, being down 44 points, but you're back on your own 14-yard line. If you try to go for that and then miss it, then you're really putting yourself in a.
Derek Baven made the stop. He's a 6'5", 181-pound junior.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can punch it in here. If they could punch it in here, that'd be the ball game. So. Yep. That'd be exciting to see here for the Bulldogs. That'd be a big win.
Yeah, I don't think we have the field goal team in the package. You can kick a field goal, Nate, man, but it's hard to defend because by its very nature, you're only going to have 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So, die play Logan Reed. he has a big collision there. I'm guessing that was with Loomis. Maybe they're fighting over the ball. I'm not sure who got the worst end of it. They're both getting up a little slow. Nemechek goes over to check on Logan. Kind of says, come on, big guy, let's go. Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, Logan Reed, he tries to put a beating on people, and he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look to do any fancy dancy stuff go around him. He's just looking straight at the numbers, and he just rocks them.
They got 6 in the box here, so I'm not surprised they didn't try to attack the printer. Boy, coming up hard on that option pitch.
That was defended quite well there by Macksville. They had the first option to dive to Logan covered. They had the second option Brady running, and they had the third option Jordan.
But that corner is flying up the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't be surprised if they fake the dive and throw the ball down the field now because that corner is coming up that hard. Plus, like I said, they got 6 in the box. They have 4 linemen, 2 linebackers. They're splitting the formation out a little bit, so that'll change that dynamic right there. They're going with a 3. It's a 3-2, but it's a 3-2 because we have them all spread out right now on the formation. 3rd down, 3rd and 13. Jordan Hargett up the middle for, just stopped short of the line of scrimmage there. That'll bring it 4th down. Brady Reed comes back out. Brian Oakes comes out. I'm guessing we're going to punt. Dropping back for Macksville is Renfro. I'm guessing Brady will want to hang it up there about the 10-yard line. Whistle. Timeout, perhaps? Timeout, Macksville. Well, since they've struggled to score, maybe Macksville's thinking that the best way for them to put points on the board is have some gimmick return here or something. Or they might go for the block, too.
They might.
I don't remember them getting much of a rush on Brady last time he punted. I think he's punted once, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's punted, and there wasn't too much of a rush on him. He's punted a couple times, I think, tonight. But
you got to think either they're going to get after the punter or they're going to have
set up a wall or
something like
along those sorts. Something that maybe give them a spark. I mean, they're down 44 points here, but in 8-man football, you can't quite count them out yet. I mean, it would be quite a task for them to make those points up, but.
And like we've noted previously, Renfro is their main offensive weapon coming in the game, 954 yards rushing, but he has not been able to generate much, if anything, in this game. Reed's punt is off. He hangs it up to about the 15-yard line. Renfro's here, and he fumbles it out of bounds. Fumbles out of bounds at the 12.
Well, that'll work just fine for the Bulldogs. Let's see if maybe the Bulldogs can get a defensive turnover here.
Pretty good coverage down there. Looks like Nemo is down there ready to clean up anything that Renfro might have wanted to offer, but I think Renfro, probably not on purpose, but kind of shoveled that ball out of bounds. First and 10 here. Looks like got Brian Oakes at the left end, Nemechek at the nose. No, it's Sammy Layton at the nose.
Giving Nemechek a little blow here.
Yeah.
Back in within a couple
Cody
plays.
Corn at the right end. That's Filbert back to pass. Left-hander looks, throws over the middle, broken up, almost intercepted by Jordan Hargett. It was a crossing pattern to Loomis, I believe. Yeah.
Sam Layton just squared him up right between the numbers and just laid him out. And there our defensive turnover was right there. There it was. Jordan had it right there. So
I'm sure Jordan would like to have another shot at that.
And at this point, I'm sure Macksville just has to be frustrated at this point. I'm quite sure they haven't had a game where they've been down 44-0. I mean, and that's tough. Once you get there, it's hard to mentally get yourself ready for another drive, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure. High formation for Macksville. Filbert drops back, straight back, looks, rolls left, rolls right, throws. Pass is short. Intended out there for
Schultz.
Yes. Penalty on the Bulldogs.
Not quite sure what that was.
Bulldogs are backing up, so.
Well, I did not quite see that call there. I'm not exactly sure what that was. That must have been a late flag, or maybe I just completely was oblivious to it before.
Sticks are moving up over there on the sticks. Besides Stan is Don Corwin and Scott Bird.
Defensive holding.
Must not let somebody release free on a pass pattern. He can get that as a lineman too. So
That was kind of thrown in there in the backfield where the lineman would be. There's Zach Nemechek kids again. Just
Filbert throws deep down the middle, just over the outstretched arms of Renfro. Back there once again in pretty good coverage, Joe Simon. Joe is, I said Joe is the leading tackler, but he also rarely gets anybody get behind him. Joe makes really good reads, and that's a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, Joe's been doing a great job in pass coverage. Usually, I don't know how many solo tackles he's got tonight. I'm sure it hasn't been too many because the line and the linebackers are doing just such a great job. And usually he's used to the run, so he comes flying up. But Macksville's passed so much that the only way he's going to get his tackles is in the passing game. So
Filbert in the gun. 2nd and 10. Looks, throws deep down the middle.
Oh,
Matt Bird was the closest one to that. Loomis, looks like he's trying to hook up with Loomis. Joe Simon was right there stride for stride with Loomis. Matt Bird also must be playing a little zone technique right now because he had the deepest drop and was the closest to making that play.
and you can see
Coach
the heads.
Coach Rush is falling down the sideline there. Come on, Matt, grab that ball, baby. Let's go.
You can see Macksville's heads hanging a little bit. Frustration starting to set in a little bit.
6:53 left in the game. Quinter's up 44 zip. I formation. Filbert drops straight back. Looks, scrambles right, throws, incomplete. Cody Corwin dumped
Filbert is just taking a beating
Yes.
back there. He's not only going to have dreams of old number 7'6", which has just been wreaking havoc back there, but of also number 5'6". I mean, they've both just been fun to watch tonight. I mean,
yeah, his favorite number is not going to be 6. He's gotten hit by 6'6" once or twice too. So
yeah.
5'6", 6'6", 7'6" have been giving him a lot of trouble. Brian Oaks, Thatcher Deaton been back there quite a bit too. Punting Renfro. Gets a nice boot
Matt Bird's
off.
going to get a chance here.
Bird goes left, works it back up the middle. Now coming back
quick.
to the right.
He's quick.
He's got Brian Oaks over there to block.
Gets it down to about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line.
Clausen and Renfro, the punter, who forced him out of bounds. So nice return by Matt Bird there. Forced out of bounds about the Macksville 26, 27-yard line. 6:34 left here in the game. Sun setting on a beautiful evening here in Quinter. Matt Bird's back in the shotgun, hasn't been here for a while. Wildcat read, he keeps. And what he's doing is he reads the backside end on that play. And that backside end he must not have felt stayed home, and he had a nice game because of it. Gain of about 8-9 yards out there for Brady.
Well, here the Bulldogs are inside the red zone here, and let's see. This is exciting.
Ball's about just outside the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2-3 yards. Bird's back in the gun again. Fakes handoff to Jordan Hargey.
He has some room. He has some room.
Cuts it
Has
back.
some room.
Cuts it back. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And that is the game.
Brady, they must have seen that backside end wasn't staying at home on either side because did that Wildcat read left and Wildcat read right.
Well, the Bulldogs can finish this game off early. That's sure going to be a confidence builder going into, well, Clifton-Clyde or Greensburg. Either one will be on the road to there. Pulling off this victory with 6:18 left in the game. They 45'd them, and the final score is 50-0. Quinter Bulldogs. And whenever you can hold a team like Macksville to 0 points, I mean, you just have to come out of that feeling like you just won the Super Bowl.
Macksville put up a lot of points. Like I said earlier, they got off to 1-2 start on the season. Early losses to Otis Bison and Victoria. But since those losses, they have put a lot of points on the board. This is a potent offensive team. But the Bulldogs come up big here and take the win 50-0 over Macksville. They will advance on to a game Friday night between the winner of Greensburg and Macksville. That's all we have here from Quinter. Like you said, your final score, Quinter 50, Macksville 0. Good night.